Hi, my name is Brett McKay. I'm the host of the Art of Manliness podcast, as well as a co-founder of ClearCast.io. The other founder is Ryan Davis. He's the programming brains behind this operation. And I'm going to walk you through in this video to show you how easy it is to record a crystal clear, double-ended podcast remote interview using nothing but your browser and ClearCast.io. So all you got to do is you just sign into ClearCast.io. Right now, the platform only works on Firefox and Chrome. Safari doesn't allow us to use WebRTC, the technology we need to make this work. So just Firefox and Chrome for now. You're here in the back end, the dashboard. We're going to schedule a recording. So you schedule a new recording. Give your podcast interview a name. We'll call this ClearCast Test. Put the email of your guest that you're inviting, and I'm inviting Ryan to this podcast interview. And then you pick your date and your time. You can say 9:35 p.m. Schedule that. And so there's our recording room right here. Down here because I've created some other ones. What has now just happened, ClearCast has sent an email invite to Ryan and has also sent an invite to me with a link to our ClearCast recording room. We also in that email have included information where you can add the date of the podcast or the time of the podcast into your Google Calendar so your guest can remember when it is and when you can remember when it is. So it's the time of your interview. All you have to do on your end is plug in whatever headset you want to use. If you have a USB microphone you want to use, plug that in as well and enter your room for your interview. So just hit enter room. By default, this pop-up will show up for both you and your guest to make sure your correct audio input is selected. So there's the built-in microphone. You can do that, it works. The sound quality isn't as good as if you were using a microphone or a headset. Mine is going to be Scarlett 2 I2 USB. That's it's an amplifier that I use where I plug in my mic and everything else for my podcast setup. But it could be a headset. It could be iPhone's earplugs as well that have the mic. That works as well, or just a USB mic. So whenever you're ready, click I'm ready. And again, your guest will see this on their end as well. The exact same thing. So now here we are in the recording room. As you can see, I'm the host. And now we are awaiting my guest here. And right now we're off air. And we have a chat dialog box here. So you can chat with your interviewer or your podcast, your co-host who's in a remote area. So you can make notes and exchange things while you guys are doing the interview. We also have a guest link. So say your guest, for whatever reason, doesn't get their email or they deleted it and so they don't have the link, you can just copy and paste that and send it to them and they can get into this recording room. So right now we'll be waiting for Ryan to enter into the recording room, and once he does, we'll show you what goes on how to record with ClearCast. Okay, so Ryan is now in the guest room. We know that because there was a ding sound. There's also right here, it says guest ready, but right now we are off the air. So Ryan cannot hear me talk and I can't hear Ryan talk. If you want to begin the conversation between you and your guest or your remote host, you have to hit start. Hello, Ryan.
Hey, Brett.
How's it going?
It's going well.
All right. So right now, Ryan and I can talk to each other, but we're not recording on ClearCast right now. To begin recording on ClearCast, just hit the record button. And now you can see in big red, it is recording now. And as we've explained in the before, on ClearCast, what's happening is my end of the conversation is being recorded directly in the browser and uploaded to a server on ClearCast. And then Ryan's end of the conversation is being recorded directly in the browser and uploaded to the server as well. So it doesn't matter. Let's say if we are talking and there's some sort of lag between us in real time, and parts of Ryan's response to a question skips out or blanks out, there's nothing there, or it sounds staticky. It doesn't matter because ClearCast is recording just a clear recording of his voice, of his end of the conversation, and uploading it directly to the browser. And I have great examples of my own podcast where I've done some interviews where in real time the interview sounded kind of staticky, there was some lag. But when we got the file from ClearCast, their end of the conversation sounded crystal clear. So you can see right now, there's a upload status bar. What's something what ClearCast does is we upload the audio files as you're talking, so you don't have to wait and keep your browser open after you're in the conversation for the file to upload. It's happening continually all the time. So even if the browser crashes and the cache is cleared, you don't have to worry because ClearCast has gotten both ends of the conversation. So when you're done, ready to end your conversation, ready to end recording the interview, just hit stop. We're still on the air. We're not recording right now. So my guest can talk and I can hear him, and I can talk and my guest can hear me. If you're ready to end your conversation completely, all you do is just hit stop. And there we go. I can't hear Ryan anymore, and Ryan cannot hear me. So now we need to go get those files for our podcast or interview so we can edit them and put them together in a podcast. So I'll show you how to do that. All you do is you click on Dashboard. Go back to the dashboard. You find your recording room. Here we are, ClearCast Test. And you'll see you have 3 buttons here: Host, Guest, and Merged. So you can download the files separately, the track separately, the host track separately, and the guest track separately, put them into a podcast, an audio editor like GarageBand or Logic Pro X, and do some really fine-tuned editing with the separate tracks. Or if you want something really simple, really easy, we actually have the option where we deliver the file to you merged. So it's all one track, both you and your guests' questions and answers and conversation there on one track. So all you have to do is basically put it into an editor, maybe put an intro, maybe put an outro, and you're done. Well, there you go. That's how ClearCasts work. Again, it's super simple. No special software your guest has to download in order to do a double-ended podcast recording. They don't have to upload any files to Dropbox anymore. Just send them a link to ClearCast, and ClearCast takes care of the rest. And you can have the peace of mind that even if the conversation you're having, there's some static or some lag, ClearCast is recording both sides of the conversation clearly. So sign up for an account at clearcast.io today and start hearing both sides of the conversation perfectly.